Imagine this mystical train, the Eternal Express, winding its way through dark, endless tunnels. The air is thick with despair, echoing with the anguished moans and cries of its lost passengers. These souls have endured countless lifetimes of pain and suffering, each one representing a part of us that desperately longs for escape. Yet they are relentlessly pulled back by fear, regret, and attachment. As the train plunges deeper underground, the torment intensifies. The passengers are not only haunted by their darkest fears and deepest regrets, but are also besieged by nightmarish creatures, demonic, terrifying animals with gnashing teeth and glowing eyes. These beasts claw at the passengers, ripping into their flesh with savage ferocity. The sounds of tearing meat and cracking bones fill the air, mingling with the victims' harrowing screams. The creatures feast on the passengers' flesh, their jaws snapping shut with a sickening crunch, echoing through the pitch-black tunnels. Blood drips from their snarling mouths, their growls and snarls blending with the tortured cries of those who suffer. The flames that surround this hellish scene burn with an unbearable heat, searing the skin and heightening the agony. Yet, no matter how horrific the pain, death remains an impossibility. The passengers are resurrected over and over again. After millions of years, the train finally emerges from the darkness. It stops at a station on the surface, a station unlike anything the passengers have ever seen. It's vibrant, full of life, and overflowing with intoxicating pleasures. As the passengers step off the train, they are greeted by beautiful music that makes their hearts sing. The air is filled with the mouth-watering aroma of delicious foods and drinks, tempting every sense. Luxurious experiences await those who dare to indulge comforts and pleasures beyond their wildest dreams. Carefree relationships blossom, offering moments of joy and connection that seem too good to be true. For many passengers, this paradise feels like a dream come true. After all the suffering, they believe they've finally found their reward. They begin to eat, drink, dance, and celebrate, losing themselves in the pleasures of the moment. But here's where the story takes a turn. As the passengers revel in their newfound paradise, they forget the horrors of their underground journey. They become so consumed by the temporary bliss that they are completely oblivious to the passage of time. The music plays on, the laughter echoes, and for a brief moment, it seems like nothing else matters. However, as the 60th year approaches, the dream begins to shatter. A loud horn blares, cutting through the music and the laughter. The train's doors begin to close, signaling the end of their time above ground. Panic sweeps through the crowd as reality crashes down on them. They realize too late that they are about to be dragged back into the darkness they thought they had escaped. For millions of years, the train journeyed underground, its passengers trapped in an endless cycle of torment and suffering. Each time the train resurfaced, it brought them to a vibrant surface station filled with temptations and pleasures. But after 60 years, the train would sound its horn, the doors would close, and the passengers would once again descend into the darkness, repeating the cycle over and over. After 30 or 40 such cycles, something extraordinary occurred. One day, as the ancient train emerged, the passengers noticed something different. This time there was a speaker at the station, delivering a message across the platform. The speaker shares his story, a story of how he was once on this very train, enduring the same endless cycle of suffering. But unlike the others, he found a way to break free. He told them how they could open the train's doors, a key to their freedom that had eluded them for so long. This day was unlike any other, a rare and lucky moment where the chance to escape the eternal cycle was finally within their grasp. "The pleasures you chase are temporary," he says, his voice filled with compassion. "They are illusions, distractions that keep you from finding true freedom. You've come this far, but don't let the temptations of this paradise trap you again. The door to your liberation is right here, but it requires wisdom and courage to open it. This is the critical moment. Some passengers listen intently, their eyes wide with understanding. They realize the need to escape before it's too late. They rush to the train's doors, desperately trying to find a way out, seeking liberation from the cycle of suffering. But many others remain entranced, completely lost in the pleasures around them. They ignore the warnings, continuing to indulge in the temporary delights, missing their chance to break free. This story serves as a powerful metaphor for our own lives. We often find ourselves caught in cycles of desire, hopping from one pleasure to the next, ignoring the deeper truths of our existence. Like the passengers on the train, we get distracted by shiny things in life, forgetting what truly matters. So how do we break free from this cycle? The answer lies in self-awareness and mindfulness. We need to challenge ourselves to step back, to look at our lives and see what truly brings us joy and fulfillment. It's essential to recognize the temporary nature of our desires and to strive for deeper understanding and connections. Seek moments that nourish the soul, not just the senses. The wisdom of the one who got out is about choosing enlightenment over fleeting happiness. This requires courage and honesty. It asks us to question, are we on the train, racing through life without direction? Or are we brave enough to seek a path to true freedom? As we ponder these questions, let's also consider our time limits. Time can slip away quicker than we realize. Once the doors close, it may be too late to escape. This story pushes us to reflect on our choices and priorities. Are we living authentically, or are we chasing illusions? Outro. As we wrap up, I encourage you to take a moment to reflect on your own life. Are there distractions pulling you into a cycle of suffering? What steps can you take today to seek true freedom? If this story resonated with you, please like this video. Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's engage in a discussion about breaking free from the cycle and choosing a path of true enlightenment. Don't forget to subscribe for more thought-provoking content. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. Remember, it's never too late to change your path. Choose wisely, and until next time, keep seeking that deeper truth.